So number 3 says, calculate the centripetal acceleration of the Earth in its orbit around the Sun and the net force exerted on the Earth. What exerts this force on the Earth? What exerts that force on the Earth? Gravity does. Yeah, and that's where we're headed. So at the end of today, we're going to talk a little bit about fundamental forces. In fact, we're going to put the fun in fundamental. I saw that on a church sign. We put the fun in fundamental. I'm kidding. I didn't really say that. Okay. Assume that the Earth's orbit is a circle of radius 1.5 times 10 to the 11th meters. So I'm guessing that 360. Oh, there it is. Okay. So here is we're using 4 pi squared r over t squared. And that's because we know the period, and we don't necessarily know the orbital velocity. Yes, question?
Does that say piracy?
Piracy, indeed it does. I'm going to teach you the pirate method. It's just a service I provide. Okay. And then 365 days, 24 hours, 3,600 seconds. That's how many seconds there are in a year. And that's what you have to put down here. Right? And then the question is, this is not very much centripetal acceleration. Not because we're not going fast, but because it's such a darn big circle, right? And then to find the force, we multiply mass by acceleration. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
How do you know, probably the question you had if you couldn't do number 3 was, you didn't know where to find the mass of the Earth, maybe? Yeah? Or what to use for the period. So for the period, you've got to use seconds, and that's converting years to seconds, right? And then for the mass of the Earth, for now, you can find those things. There's a table here. Unless somebody like this one, somebody tore this thing off, and so it's slightly off, right? But this is the mass of the Earth. You can't really see. On that sheet, you just got the orbit and gravity sheet. If you look at the bottom, I give you the things you need to later calculate, like the lunar radius and the orbits around the moon or stuff like that. So.
Google is also very good for us.
Google is very good, yes. Does a Google calculator come up with it?
I just typed in mass of Earth.
And did it come up with a number? Yeah. Or did you have to click on a link and
I think I clicked on a link.
clicked on a link? 'Cause sometimes Google calculator will just come up with something like that.